The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Oh, good return up past the 30. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Seven Pirates.
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Trap 60, 19 Lion. Cup 19, 79 Bronco. Set go.
Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. Love, he's going to change the play here. They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Let's go now.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Powers through, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Again, they run with Campbell. Taken down at the 42. You look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
second down and 6 now from the 42. And it's incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run up the middle with Campbell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now here's Colby Wadman. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know...
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jayden Reed, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Throwing to start the drive. Jenkins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Packers defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 over.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 67 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. Aubrey Good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end. He's got a man, complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Drake London, 74 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Packers. Drake London. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds. Up at about the 34-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this shit.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Trap 60, trap 60. Here we go, shot.
Love. That one deep for London. And it's a Packers touchdown. Drake London on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. One play, one pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jenkins. Campbell making the catch. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
They go up the middle with Campbell. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Third down and 1. They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll give to the big man, Campbell. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. This 2nd and 4. And now Love going to change things up.
Set. 19 Lion. Set go.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
switching things up. They'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He's able to find Melton. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
18, Pioneer. 18, Rattler. 8, Dragon 60. Check. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Huck.
Love now. He's got him in. Complete. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
70 Rangers. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 6 Warriors. 70.
Here's Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
18 Cardinals. Buffalo 18. Shut up. Hut.
Going back to Love. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
Cowboy 80. Panther 11. Check. Ready.
Love from the gun. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And this one is right through, and they have regained the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And that flag accepted. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A final shot before break. Jenkins.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Looking to throw. Jenkins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Now Love. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. From the gun on third down. Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Drake London from 6 yards away. And the Packers are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Being chased out left. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 3. Back to throw. Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson, 70 yards. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Second and long. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 47 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run. It's Campbell. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Aubrey now for the point after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he's got some space here. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 74 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run with a big man, Campbell. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the run, it's Campbell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So a big one coming here for Brandon Aubrey. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net. But they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Well, Love wants to shift things around. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And in the second half of a tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
to throw on 2nd and 10. Love, a short throw to Musgrave. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Brocco 80. Go. Ready.
That's out quickly to London. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Now 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Packers.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
60 Maverick. And Warriors 17. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is all 30 yards downfield after that play.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Reload! Reload! Here we go, set!
Here's Campbell. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits were on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day. And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they need